myself, Sije, and Pelaez, are going to talk about what?
Fried chicken and French fries and chicken cheese steaks.
I thought we were talking about intermittent fasting.
Oh, we're talking about intermittent fasting.
But that could include that depending on what you want to eat, right?
I guess.
Right? Oh, okay.
I guess.
Okay.
So, Jamie, how's your week been? Your week? How's your week? What? Week?
How about you just talk about... So we've been intermittent fasting for the past month.
Has it been that long?
It has been a month.
It don't feel like that.
It's actually
started last week.
It's actually a little bit more because we're actually doing this podcast a little bit late, darlings. But yeah, so it's been a total of a month and a couple days. And so how much weight have you lost?
None, dude. I'm just gaining weight.
You're such a liar. Huh. He's actually doing way better than I am.
Oh, here we go again, dude. This girl. I can't. You just can't even talk about it. You just can't.
Can't talk about it.
No. Well, let's see. I am 214 pounds.
214 pounds.
And when I started this, I was 226 pounds.
Wait, you were what? And what? 226. 226. And now you're what?
214.
So you lost about 12 pounds then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started at 172, and as of today, I'm 167.
Bam!
So...
Smash!
Oh,
God.
I guess it's okay. It's not dramatic. And I'm like thinking I don't...
Dude, you ain't got much to lose.
You know, I like this shirt better when I'm standing up. Sitting down, I feel like it makes me look like... frumpy and weird.
Oh, you're frumpy.
Sorry, I'm just being weird family. I'm being so silly. But I have less weight to lose than you, right? So
you thunk?
So I guess, it is what it is. But it's frustrating, ladies, for those listening there, ladies, because the guys, they most of them, not all guys, but most guys, this guy especially has way more muscle density than I do. And that means he can eat more calories than me. So how many calories are you allowed to eat? Because so we decided to track our calories for the past week?
Yeah, the past week. I'm using an app. What is the app called?
We're using different apps.
We're using different apps. We're doing all kinds of things, trying all kinds of stuff out.
Yeah. So I'm using Lose It.
And I'm not counting calories because I'm like trying to be anal about counting calories. I'm just curious.
Right.
I'm using My Net Diary Pro. I spent $3 for it.
I'm using Lose It, and I'm spending $0 right now. Because basically we're trying these out, and then we're going to be on which one we want to use.
I get 2,087 calories a day.
Right. So here's what it told me. And my goal was to lose about like 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week, which I'm kind of like not quite. I mean, I am on my period today, so maybe some of...
Whoa!
We should be allowed to talk about anything on these podcasts, okay?
I know we're going to talk about the girl's best friend.
It's not the girl's best friend.
Well, it ain't my best friend.
Anyways, I don't think it's anyone's best friend. But women have to have it to reproduce. So it's got its purpose.
You
right?
sure it's just you sure it's not like just like a leaky faucet?
I think it's Eve. I think Eve didn't eat the apple, we probably wouldn't have had periods. I could be wrong.
I mean, my daughter asked me how my oldest daughter. I guess she has her
period menstrual cycle.
She has her buddy.
No one calls it their buddy.
I call it. I got to.
But no one's
called. I don't like to use the P word.
Then use menstrual cycle.
Doesn't sound.
Ant flow.
Wait, what is it?
Ant flow.
Ant flow.
Ant like aunt.
Aunt flow.
But I say because down in Florida it's ant flow.
Well, we'll call it.
That's my southern twang coming out.
We'll call it the river of blood. So, but my oldest.
Let's get to the point.
So my oldest daughter, she goes, Dad. She goes, it's not fair. I go, what's not fair? She goes, you don't have to have a period. I'm like, hallelujah. That was it.
You should have just said it was Eve's fault.
I do. I blame Eve all the time. I said, hey, dude, us men just wanted to run around.
Don't worry, Eve, we do forgive you. But honestly, it would have been nicer if things weren't as difficult. I'm not gonna lie. So.
What are we talking about this week?
We're talking about intermittent fasting journey. So, I was supposed to tell them my calories. So my calories are way, 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 way less for me to lose.
She's
about
dying.
The same amount. No, well, I'm not dying. I'm okay. I'm all right, family. So
emaciated.
It tells me I get.
Look, she's withering away to nothing.
I'm a size 10.
You are not no size 10.
Oh, I
I
am.
think you're fibbing.
I'd show you, but that requires me removing clothes, and that would be a little awkward. So let's not go there.
Let's see.
No. So you're going to take my word for it? So, okay, so this is interesting. So it normally gives me a 1413, so 1,413 calorie budget. And then, of course, if you exercise, like, you have room for more. But I do try to keep it below that. Most days, my actual budget, which I did. A lot of days I actually ate below that. A couple I ate at that much or a little bit more, but I exercised on those days, so that I still had extra over. But interestingly enough, it just dropped me down today. It says I can only do 1,406.
Because you're eating too much, dude.
This is before exercising.
You get one piece of grain, one piece of fruit,
right,
and water. That's it, every day.
So what's interesting though is, so I'll tell you guys my week if I can figure out how to do this real quick. So how many calories were you below for the week? Did it tell you that?
I have to do the math, but it doesn't. It tells me by day.
Okay.
I have yet to eat all my calories. Well, yeah, last night I ate all my calories.
Did you?
I did. I ate junk food.
Oh, you know why? It's not going to tell me because this is one thing I don't like about it. It does Monday through Sunday as the days of the week when it's really supposed to be Sunday through Saturday. But so technically I'm not at a week of tracking. Today will be my week of tracking. Well, no, I did do last Sunday, but it's not.
That's irrelevant. Nobody cares. Who cares? So
it's not calculated.
So they're tracking.
So we're tracking. Why are we tracking?
Because I'm a friggin' beluga.
Well, for me, I was just curious to see, okay, how much am I actually eating a day? Now, I did, the first week we did intermittent fasting, I did track one day, and I was eating 2,500 calories.
Oink, oink.
So, I think that means now...
Whoa, you eating that much?
Apparently. And it was all healthy food. I was eating really clean that day, but I ate a lot. Me too. I was so hungry.
I was eating that much, too, for breakfast.
Breakfast? All right. But the thing is...
No, probably not that much. That's crazy talk.
The thing is so I'm kind of a little frustrated because I'm like, all right, so I'm exercising on a regular basis. There's nothing.
This is where we argue.
Hold on.
No. Nobody wants to hear this whining of yours.
Can I finish?
Oh, God. Okay, go ahead, finish.
All right, so... And now I'm eating at least 1,000 calories less than I was.
You look huge.
The scale's kind of
You're huge.
So...
Where do you want it to go, Jamie? You weigh nothing.
That's not true. I just told you I weigh 167 pounds.
That's nothing. It's like a wisp.
For a 5'7" girl,
Jamie,
it's not.
You're thin air, dude. You weigh nothing. Nothing.
Look, if I weighed 120 pounds, I'd be a
wisp. Well, if you weighed 120 pounds, you'd be like...
I'm a size 10, depending on the jeans. I might be a size 11 or 12, so it's really not a wisp. All right, people, comment. If you're listening to this, wherever you listen to this, am I a wisp? I'm 5'7". I'm 167 pounds.
I'm 5'8" and I'm 214 pounds.
But you have more muscle than I do.
So what?
What's your pant size?
I don't know.
Okay, well he doesn't know, but I'm a size 10, maybe 12.
It could be anything.
Sometimes 8. Sometimes 8.
Maybe 34, 36.
Is that a
832? That's for sure.
I'm asking them to comment. Is that a wisp?
You are a wisp. You're not that big.
Okay, so what is something bizarre that you've noticed on this intermittent fasting for the past month? Something strange and something good. And anything, if you got a bad, we can throw that in there too.
Strange. People are strange.
On intermittent fasting? Or just in general?
In general.
But we're talking about intermittent fasting.
So what are we talking about?
So is there anything strange or odd in the past month that you've noticed?
There's so much odd stuff in my life. What are you talking about?
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting. Okay. Yeah, dude, right? I have noticed that I've been lied to by society.
All right. And that's odd to you? Because I would think that you would have thought that was a norm.
Well, it's weird.
Okay.
I guess the weird things that I've experienced while I've intermittent fasted before, and I didn't know that I was.
Okay. So that was an odd thing.
So that was odd.
There was a name for what I was doing.
Here I am losing weight, getting in shape, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And I just thought, it was because I was going to bed early, waking up early. I didn't actually realize it was because I was fasting.
Right.
Which is I think the fasting had more to do with it than anything else.
Right. Granted, I mean, getting a good night's sleep also is helpful.
I mean, I think it's weird that even in 2017, there's so many people who say, hey, make sure you have your breakfast, make sure you have your 3 square meals or eat 6 times a day, when really you'd be fine eating once, twice a day. You'd be all right. You'll live. You're not going to lose any muscle. You're not going to die. I think you need to get your macronutrients that your body needs for whatever it is you're doing. Like obviously, if you're a labor worker. What did I just?
Worker.
If you're a worker, you know
Whatever
who you
that
are.
is.
You know who's a worker? Yeah, you guys who manual laborers, you're workers. I'm a worker. Shiz. But no, seriously, like you guys who are working hard, you guys are probably your macronutrients are going to need to be dense, right? Because you're doing a lot of physical activity, expending a lot of energy. So you want to make sure you're getting the proper macronutrients if you're not eating as much throughout the day, right? To sustain you. Those of you who sit behind the desk, we've done this a few different ways, right? We've worked out pretty hard and then broke our fast, and then we didn't work out at all and we broke our fast. And definitely when you're working out really hard or you're expending a lot of energy, you definitely need to make sure you have good macronutrients.
Well, yeah. And the fact that you're generally eating probably less. Now, there's a lot of people that say you don't have to actually cut your calories and you're still going to lose weight when you're intermittent fasting. And that probably is true.
Well, you know why that's true? You know
because
why?
your body's becoming more efficient,
no, I don't think that's
as well as the HGH.
I don't think that's why. I think for the vast majority of human beings, yes, most people eat a lot right before bed and into the evening. And I don't think a lot of people actually are, stop eating at 7 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night and then calling it a day. And then not eating until, 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock the next afternoon.
Or in my case, it's 2:50 p.m. and I still haven't ate yet because I had to go pick up my daughter. She's doing
a 1 meal fast today. Yeah.
No, because there's no way I'll be able to fit in my 1,500 calories, I don't think, unless I decide to eat something bad for me, and I'm not going to do that.
So, I think what I've noticed on this intermittent fast.
Well, no, I think you naturally will cut calories just because I think, the first 3 to 4 days, you're like ravenous, okay? So I think we ate at least...
the first 7 days, dude.
For me, it was the first 3 to 4 days. I was like, oh my God.
She's like, yo, it's almost time to cut off. You better get a snack in. You better get it in. I'm like,
get that.
All right, give me the snack. I don't want to starve. Because we're going to starve to
right,
death. We're going to die.
We're going to die. So we've been eating like for the past 7 hours or whatever. So yeah, we ate a lot more, I would say, those days. But then like after that, for me, it started to like meter off. Where
you spent a couple days. I did. I spent a couple of days overeating.
No, I didn't realize I was eating what I would normally eat in a day. But what I'm saying is now I'm eating less than what I would normally have eaten in a day.
Well, let me rewind because you just jumped the gun on me.
Oh.
So there was this 3 to 4 days of confusion and anarchy and hangriness and starvation and
right, you really did feel like you were
suffering
starving.
and woes, right? I'm dying.
You'd eat like 3 meals and I'm still hungry, right?
But then there's this period where your body starts changing, and whatever you're accustomed to eating, right? I'm still eating, so I'm putting food on my plate like what regular amount of food it is for me. And what I'm finding is I'm getting bloated and I'm feeling sick and I'm getting tired. And all these things was my body telling me, dude, you're eating too much. So I started cutting out the quantity of food, and it was a slow, gradual thing. Like now I'm eating my dinner and stuff, and I look at what I put on my plate, and it really doesn't look like it's anything at all. But I'm like,
oh yeah, like it's way less.
A lot of food. Like, did you see what I had for dinner last night? I had 1 piece of turkey and 2 potatoes, and the potatoes were like that big, and I was like, that's a lot. And it wasn't. It was just a turkey drumstick and 2 little potatoes, and literally like a teaspoon of whatever that stuff is. I use butter, smart butter, something, olive oil. I don't know. I don't know.
Something. Yeah. No, that has been really interesting. So like, I find that I can eat bigger meals at lunchtime, but like dinner time, I'm like. Not so much. I eat like a little bit, and then I might have like a green smoothie or something for my nighttime snack. That was something we noticed is that when we have something sugary for a last meal, we noticed that we both like felt like more nauseous the next day.
I don't know why that is.
Headaches. Yeah, we haven't researched like the whole science behind that.
And what you break your fast with too really sets the tempo for your day. Like
I think it needs to be something really, really nutritious and
healthy. I tried breaking my fast with different things, and the best days are the days that I break my fast with bone broth. I don't know why that is, but for whatever reason, when I break my fast that way, it seems like I stay on target and I eat cleaner throughout the whole day. If I break my fast with anything else like potatoes and eggs or whatever else my insidious mind can think of putting into my body I shouldn't be, then I tend to eat crappy the rest of the day too. So I don't know. Start good and good. Start bad and bad. I guess that's the moral of the story.
Right. Yeah. No. The more quality you eat throughout the day, the better you're going to feel, obviously. And so one of the things, like yesterday, I took my daughter out for lunch, and we went to this one Chinese buffet. And
you ate everything on the menu.
No, I
Don't
did
lie.
not. No, really, I didn't. I actually got less than what I would normally get, and I still couldn't eat all of that. Like, so that was interesting. That I wasn't able to eat as much, even though I put even less than I would have normally had. So that's interesting. So I'm finding that I can't eat as big of portions. Most of the time, my body is not craving bad foods, like at all. Like that was something we both noticed, that you don't necessarily want to eat as much.
Well, today I did, dude, but you know what? I was pushing my fast to the limit. And
you went to the grocery store.
I went to the grocery store, and I'm like, oh my God.
Okay.
Don't shop when you're close to breaking fast.
Yeah, if it's like early in the day before like breaking fast, okay. But if it's within that hour before you break fast, don't go, because like everything's going to look good. No. And you're going to be like, I'm so hungry. And then you're going to buy stuff you probably shouldn't be buying. So that actually happened to me today. I got some vegan Ben & Jerry's. But what's cool about that, not the vegan Ben & Jerry's part, but what's cool about when I do buy something like that, it lasts like a bazillion light years longer than what it did. Like something like that would probably be gone like in a couple days, maybe like 4 days max, I would think. And now like one of those usually lasts me like 2 weeks, if not longer. And that's with sharing with my daughter too. So that's kind of insane, because they're just like little pints.
Yeah.
Yeah. So generally speaking, what's something good that you've noticed?
I lost 14 pounds.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Isn't that crazy? I got 45 more to go.
45 more to go?
Yeah.
Should we do like a body shot? Should we stand up?
No.
No, not yet.
I don't even care about all that, dude, because I'm not doing it for you, man. I'm doing it for me.
But yeah, it's to inspire people, though.
Look, I got jeans on today, and apparently it's a big deal.
Well, you can always go watch you can go watch us, on our videos and stuff, and you can see, like, when our weights fluctuated up and down and stuff like that. And I think that's another reason for me that I want to
breaking out. When I started intermittent fasting, I started to break out.
Oh, yeah, less detoxing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still breaking out, too, a little bit. But I think that's kind of normal. And I've noticed, one thing I did notice, too, is that I can't eat, like, if I were to have a treat, like something like the vegan Ben & Jerry's or whatever, I can't eat the same amount as I used to. Like, I have to do, like, literally the portion size. Before, I would do, like, a whole cup. And now I notice that my body is like, no, let's only do half a cup.
And, you got to be careful.
Like, it's too much sugar. Like, my body does not feel good with too much sugar.
Well, I think basically what I like about intermittent fasting...
Unless it's fruit.
Is when you first start, I wouldn't worry about how you're eating in terms of clean or not clean, or cutting this or cutting. I wouldn't cut nothing. I would just work on, knowing when your start time is and knowing when your shut-off time is, and then I think your body will naturally start making changes.
Right, and I'm going to say this, too. If you are already eating really crappy food on a regular basis, standard American diet, then you might want to, like, wean yourself in to the intermittent fasting and start off, like, okay, maybe you normally eat, at, say, 8 a.m. and normally to, like, 9 p.m. at night. We'll start off by switching from 9 to, like, 7 p.m. and just kind of like make that window of eating like smaller and smaller until you get to the window of eating.
I encourage.
And I've also noticed that some people, even if you're really healthy, if you do that, if you like slowly ease into that, then we just jumped in. We just jumped into the 16-8. Yeah, so 16 fasting.
But you know what though? Let's be honest.
But if you don't want the detoxing or having to have the brain fog that we did for like the first week and the headaches or whatever, then you can slowly ease your way
you
into
can,
you
but I got, suck it up, Buttercup.
It just depends.
I know.
It's
See,
just
if
another
you're
option.
hanging out with me, right, in person, or you were hanging out with Jamie in person, you're either going to do the way we do, or you're just going to not go away, right? Because let's be honest, it's the way it is. Like, when you cuddle someone, oh, look, it's okay. You must be starving, you poor baby. Poor.
No, but what I'm saying is, if someone's got like a crap diet and stuff, it might be better for them than having to go through the detox.
No, it's not like alcohol. We're not holding your hand no more, dude. Look, we're just gonna say how it is. You're eating too much food, man. You're eating too much, too many calories. Your body don't need that many calories. So here's what my suggestion is.
That's another thing. Yeah, I don't think we actually need as much calories as
you don't
we were
think?
led to believe.
Absolutely, positively, you're eating thousands of too many calories. So here's the deal.
Yes.
Count calories. When I say count calories, just see how many calories you're eating. Let's just say, on average...
Track yourself for a week.
On average, a person should probably be eating around 2,000 to 2,500 calories on average. Bodybuilders, massive big guys are eating 3,500 calories maybe, give or take, right? The more athletic people are, like marathon runners, oh my God, they're eating like 6,000 calories. I know they look like nothing, but they got to eat because they'll die.
Well, that's the thing. I think even with intermittent fasting, even if you're a bodybuilder or runner or any of those things, I think that you don't need to eat as much as a runner or bodybuilder that is not intermittent fasting. Because I believe that, or at least what I've been noticing, is I feel like my body is using the nutrients in a more efficient manner.
It also depends to what your actual goal is. Mm-hmm. Like if you're like a peepsqueak, right? And you're whatever, dude. you know I'm a Neanderthal. All right, that's another story. All right, so listen. What was I talking about?
Being a pipsqueak.
Being a peepsqueak.
Peep.
So listen. So if you're really a scrawny guy and you want to put on muscle mass, man, you better go get your butt out there, eat some pasta. You got to eat more calories, right? You need to eat a lot more food because your body is hardcore burning calories. And that's a whole other story. Like, I feel so bad for you guys who are struggling to put on a pound. Because I struggle to just take off a pound. Right, like skinny mini over here.
Right, skinny mini nuts. Maybe eventually, but...
So this is our first month intermittent fast, and I feel that the whole month has been set really kind of a rebooting system. Mm-hmm. Rebooting our metabolism, rebooting our energy levels, our sugars, and all that other stuff. Like your whole body and everything that's being used in your body. It feels like it's in a blender, and it's being spun around, you know?
Right. So anything else bizarre or odd that you noticed or interesting?
Yeah, you know, I noticed that I really... because I'm following this intermittent fasting thing, I really am not wanting to eat as much as I have been. And I love to eat, dude, don't get me wrong.
Oh, he does.
And I'm actually like, you know, and I feel like my body is looking for certain nutrients now. Right? Like I look at a donut, let's just use a donut as an example, and I know that there's no redeeming quality really in a donut. So like my body isn't going, oh my God, I gotta have the donut. But for some odd reason, I'm like, I'll use a carrot, dude. Some carrots or something in my life.
Give me a carrot.
Yeah. I haven't had, I hate beets, and I haven't had this overwhelming urge to eat beets yet, but I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for my body to go, dude, you need to eat some beets.
I like beets, especially pickled beets.
I got pickled feet.
I don't think that's the same. You should probably wash them. I don't think anyone wants to eat pickled feet.
No?
No.
They smell like vinegar.
That's kind of gross, bro. I guess you must clean them when I do your acupressure and stuff and reflexology because thank God they
I put perfume.
Yet. I guess I've been very blessed to miss the pickled feet. So okay, so we've lost some weight. Mm-hmm. What about your energy? To me, it's been hit or miss.
Some
lately.
days I seem like I'm dragging my feet.
And the other days I'm like, bam. So I think we're still going through a transition period.
It really comes back to how much sleep did I get? How early did I get up? What did I break my fast with the day before? Did I put sugar? When I eat sugar before bed, the next morning sucks. I don't know why. You know
so
what?
That's something I'm not.
So if I break my fast with like a banana, or if I close my fast off like my last meal, which... At this point, I'm starting to just think my last meal is going to be dinner. I just think I might eat clean. No snacks, just, lunch and dinner, and that's it.
Right. If you're going to have a snack, I think early in
have
the
it with
day,
dinner, right? Have dessert with lunch and then have dessert with dinner. And condense it.
But I even noticed because like last night I did
I feel like my arms are getting bigger.
A frozen banana shake with a vanilla protein sun wire.
Shame on you.
Why?
Shame on you. Know what I had last night before I had a cut off tonight. Man, I had some of that Arctic Zero stuff,
So what's your point?
And I had some avocado potato chips.
Okay, so why are you saying shame on me?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just making this
All
video
right.
interactive.
So I had that, and I noticed that my body, like, the only time I can have fruit.
Dude, I'm afraid.
Oh, the people listening, you should go watch the video because that was interesting. I noticed that if I'm gonna have fruit for my last dessert type of thing, that it needs to be with greens. So it has to be like a green smoothie, because otherwise it's still like too much sugar, and I wake up with these little tiny pimples, and I don't like them. I just don't. I don't like them. So that's been interesting. So it doesn't seem to matter what kind of sugar it is, whether it's a piece of fruit or some vegan Ben & Jerry's ice cream. My body's like, nah, not interested. So
I just get
late at night. It's gotta be clean. But I do notice there's one difference though. I don't wake up cranky, groggy, or any of that stuff if it's a clean piece of fruit. I just got the pimples. So for me, it's a aesthetic thing where I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna have fruit, it needs to be early in the day.
So I have a cup of coffee every morning, black. I used to put like
I can't have coffee.
Creamer or half and half.
But it doesn't like me.
And I would use stevia, but now I'm just drinking the stuff black.
Well, my thought is if it's good coffee, you should be able to drink it black.
I'm drinking it black.
Be able to dig it and be yummy.
I dig sugar. No, actually,
you're not digging as much sugar.
The funny thing I was just gonna say, the biggest, I guess, interesting thing about intermittent fasting that I like is that I don't feel like I'm dieting really.
No.
I just don't. Even though I'm counting calories, I'm trying to eat cleaner. It's not like I want to eat more. I don't want to eat more.
Actually, there's something about the counting calories you just reminded me. So I actually think I have ate more calories because I'm counting calories, meaning like I think if I wasn't counting them and trying to meet like the daily quota that it gives me, I would have probably ate about 200 calories
But
less.
you don't weigh anything.
I weigh 167 pounds.
Oh my God.
My goal is to get to, well, it depends because we're working out and stuff like that, obviously. So depending
But you're
on my
already
body.
beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Why you need to do more?
Because I want to get rid of my
what?
tummy.
There ain't nothing there. You ain't know what a tummy's like.
Oh, I do know what a tummy's like.
Oh.
But yeah, so we are working out, so it depends. I want to say that 140 is my goal.
We are.
Range.
So wait, let's talk about that for a moment.
Hold on, let me finish. My goal range is about 140. But I'll see where I'm at 150.
140. This woman does not need to be 140. Look at her.
140 was a size 7 for me, and that's my goal. Like that's my sweet spot and happy spot with my body.
Every day I gotta hear this. Every day.
What's your goal weight, Larry?
Man, catch up to you. Maybe be as heavy as you are now.
You're gonna go with 167?
No, I die at that small little weight.
175?
I don't know. Actually, it's interesting. As I keep losing weight, and I know I lift a lot, and I really am. I really am pretty muscular underneath all of this, which is why I can really shed weight so fast because I do have a lot of muscle, and I've done it before where I can drop 15, 20 pounds like that. I just like to eat so much that I don't know. I ignore all that. But I like to eat so much. There's so much going on in my brain to try to tell you everything. What were we talking about?
You were talking about goal weight, and then we were talking about working out.
Yeah, so there is no goal weight for me, dude, honestly.
It's really going to be a matter of...
what I look like.
Yeah. No, for me too. That's why I said
think, so my goal...
140 is a tentative, but I'm going to go based on how my body looks.
My goal is just to see my abs. Like, I don't need my abs to be chiseled out where veins are popping and like everything's... I don't need all that. I just want to be able to count my abs.
Right.
And then I'll be cool with that. Because really, dude, I'm not that obsessed with it. Well, maybe I'll become more obsessed with it as I get closer. I don't know. But I'm not obsessed with it right now. And that's not really my goal. My goal is to my goal is to fit back into the clothes that I bought when I lost weight last time.
Right.
So that was at like 178, 177, 180 in that range. I have a whole bunch of clothes that I'm not wearing right now.
Right. Well, for me, the reason I want to get to size 7 is because that's always been my sweet spot.
I thought you were... Well, so far I haven't seen nothing but a sweet spot. But all right, go get... Keep babbling. Keep running your mouth.
So that's for me when I'll be happy, and I've been a size 7 at 130, 135, 140, and 145. So like depending on my muscle or whatever.
Do you see my eyes squinching together again?
Will depend on, what I am. Maybe 155 will be size 7 this time. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think so. I think it's going to be more like 145 or 150. So we're talking about exercise real quick. You wanted to say something about our exercising. What about our exercising?
I don't know. We're working out like almost every day.
Yeah, I would say at least twice a week.
At least moderate exercise. I think one day this week we really pushed it. We really pushed it hard. But we were doing moderate to heavy weightlifting. We're getting I'd say at least 3 days of cardio in.
3 days of
Maybe
cardio.
a little bit more, but definitely 3. And that's constant and that's consistent. And that's even before we were doing the intermittent fasting.
Yeah, we were already doing
that. And that was last year and the year before that and the decade before that.
But we had like a stint where Larry was injured and then
I'm still injured. I just gave up. My shoulder's messed up. Wait, which one? This shoulder's messed up.
We didn't really work
this
out.
This knee's messed up.
And that was not good.
I'm just going to work through it because I'm not afraid.
We're working through it. What you doing? You texting?
It's my daughter.
All right.
Sorry.
Is it an emergency?
It is.
Oh, that's not good. So, there was another thing I was going to say. What was it? Oh, so something else that's weird, and I don't know why. Maybe someone can help me with this. Is a lot of people are like, oh, drink green tea if you can't have coffee or whatever during your fasting period in the morning. So I tried that. Well, guess what? Every time I have green tea, and it's only green tea, I can drink any kind of other herbal teas, but green tea specifically makes me nauseous. And apparently other people, it makes nauseous when they're in fasted state as well. But I can't seem to find out why. I saw there was a study with dogs, and it apparently, killed the dogs that were in fasted state, which is really not good. Those poor beagles. But I don't really know if the science behind what happened to the beagles is the same thing that's happening to me as a human. So yeah, if anyone knows, that's a doctor out there, why most people in fasted state they can handle coffee, apparently, a lot of these people, but green tea they can't. So
finally, I do have one more thing. Actually.
What's up?
I think what's going to be a take-home message, I think from this point, even when you hear more from us, people are living in the Matrix. Right? They're living in this pseudo-reality where they're following all these BS guidelines and everybody's trying to fit this model.
Because when we were hunter and gathering, guess what? We were not noshing on food all day long.
No, so I actually think that intermittent fasting is a solution to a lot of people's problems in this world. Mm-hmm. So
right, because we move less and we're told that we need to eat more.
So not for anything.
Does that make any sense?
Right,
come on.
Look, I'm not. Is it nice? I think it's nice to have, I guess, whatever your vision of looking good is looking good. That's great and all, but
it's about being healthy.
But more important than that, it really is just about being healthy and being the most productive that you can be. And certainly when I first wake up in the morning, and it's every time, I have more energy whether I eat or I don't have to eat breakfast, but until about 3:00 in the afternoon, man, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I definitely have had way more energy on my period, not on my period, than before. A more consistent energy. Except for if we eat crap food, have a dessert type of sugary thing at the end of our fasting period or feasting period. That's the word I'm looking for. But one other thing that I wanted to say is something else weird that's been going on is that we both can notice that our body is changing the composition, right? So fat is removing from places, but our bellies are the last thing. They're just not budging. They're screw you, I'm not going down, right? Yeah.
We ain't gonna take it.
But they're gonna eventually have to go because there's not gonna be anywhere else to go. But I've noticed for the women out there, if you've had some little saddlebag issue or some little extra stuff, on the back of your thighs that you are not digging, those will be some of the first places that go, or at least for me it has. And now some of the extra the love handles are starting to go. So
I noticed in my biceps and my triceps and my
to
shoulders, I'm it looks like I'm working out. Look at that, the guns are back. But I haven't been working out my guns. I just think I've lost weight around my arms.
Right. So it's interesting. It's interesting. You'll see things are recompositioning, but the belly for both of us is the last thing to like budge. So don't get discouraged. If you start
That's
looking
next episode.
like a little
Larry's
weird.
alien baby.
It does feel like you kind of like feel like your body composition is a little off. Like I don't feel as evened out or whatever. But I know it's all working and it's coming together.
I know you guys want to hear about the poops, but we'll talk about the poops in another episode.
We're going to talk about the poops in another episode.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the poops now.
You sure you don't want to talk about
I don't want to talk about the poops.
All right. Well, I guess we'll share about the poops in another episode. All right. And I you know what? We actually, one of our Abbott members, Marlon, is a doctor, and I'm really hoping...
We should ask for professional help.
No. I'm really hoping that maybe we can get him on.
That'd be nice.
And hear from the doctor perspective, because we're just like bro science, you know what I mean? But here,
what are we?
It's called bro science.
Bro science?
Yeah, it's like when you're not technically a doctor or whatever, so it's bro science. That's a new thing. Or cis science. I don't know.
We're guesstimators.
But yeah, so you can hear like what really happens when you're doing these fasts from a more scientific. Go ahead, bro.
I can tell you what's happening.
So you don't want to have Marlon on?
Yeah, I absolutely want to have Marlon on.
All right.
I like Marlon.
He's awesome. We like him. He's our buddy. Yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get Dr. Marlon on and be able to give you some more less science.
Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing else about this stuff because it's all over YouTube and it's all over Google and like you just have to type in IF diet.
Well, no, we are going to share about our journey because people.
Well, that's different. I'm not talking about the poops right now.
Do you need to poop?
I need to poop.
Can we just be honest? Can you say, Jamie, I gotta go?
I got to poop.
All right, this is totally a TMI broadcast here and podcast. I hope that you gained some kind of knowledge in this podcast today, or at a bare minimum, you laughed and laughed, and because laughter is some of the best medicine. If you want to help support Enter Shaolin, we also are on Patreon,
Just don't laugh,
and there'll be a link below this video or podcast wherever you're listening to it. And check it out and help us grow so we can do more funny, crazy podcasts like this and have more guests on and do more fun things.
And if you want to
like this, share it, comment, let us know how you're doing. You're intermittent fasting, you're not intermittent fasting, but you're interested. Let us know. All right, guys. Love you.